Hey y'all, this is Tracy with Mama's Comfort Cooking. So I decided to come on and make y'all a dump cake real quick. It's simple and it's easy, and we're gonna make it. Y'all come on in the room. How y'all doing today? We're about to dump. We're about to make a dump cake. Yes, we are. That indeed we are. I have been making videos all day. Some of the steps I had to get started before I turned on so it could cool off and become room temperature, because I didn't want it to be too hot because I gotta add eggs. Y'all, we gonna make a dump cake. I'm sweet on y'all this week. This is leading up to Valentine's, because y'all know I'm not gonna be in the kitchen like trying to cook all day on Valentine's, because I got a sweetheart. I got several. I got my hubby. I'm sweet on my daughters. I try to be sweet. So, y'all ready to bake? I know my bakers are on here saying, yeah, we won't need a mixer. No, we won't need a mixer this time. But it is going to take about 30 minutes for it to get done. And we'll work on the icing. And the icing is real simple. So I hope you bear with me as we get ready to make this quick cake. Honey, I'm going to sit down, and I've got white beans with pigtails in it, cornbread, and some yams. And of course, I'm going to cut my onions up and my tomatoes. I'm all right. Somebody on here said, why did you post that poor man's meal? It hurt my feelings. That's because I was raised on it, and I don't think I'm better than nobody. And it was good. And if that's all my mom and daddy had to give to me, I was so appreciative, because at least I ate. I just don't understand it. So I'm trying to wait for enough people to come on to get started with this cake. It will not take long. Let me tell you what I did already. I used one unsweetened bar of chocolate. That's what I put in here right here. 2 cups of sugar, a cup of water, and 1 stick of butter. Yes, water, because this is going to be a liquidy cake, okay? Y'all with me? In here is 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water, 1 stick of butter, and 1 unsweet chocolate bar. 1 unsweet chocolate bar is what I used. Y'all ready? Hey, y'all, I love y'all too. Well, I'm just trying to keep everybody up to what I'm doing. Because to this chocolate, I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to add some milk. But let me tell you about the milk. I'm going to put a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in there to make the milk become stale, like it's old, kind of cluttered. Yeah, I'm about to do that, so it'll be right by the time I pour it in here. So let's get started. Let me tell you all the ingredients. If they're not watching live, they'll have to watch it later, because I'm not going to hold y'all beautiful people up. So what I did is, this is 2 cups of cake flour. If you ask me if it's all-purpose, no, I'm not sifting. It's cake flour. Okay, in here I added 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now, y'all gonna have to help write this down, because people gonna come in later. Okay? That's what I got in my dry ingredients. Again, 2 cups of cake flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. That is my dry ingredients. It'll be easier to go that way. I love you too, Betty Williams. And the next thing is, in my chocolate container, which you do it separate, and it has to cool off, I added 1 unsweetened chocolate bar, 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water, and 1 stick of butter. I used Land O'Lakes butter. That's what I used. You can use whatever you want. It's on sale at my grocery store. Okay, y'all with me? All mine's clear. Okay, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor over here in my chocolate. Yeah, 1 good old teaspoon. Yeah, I'm not changing my teaspoon. So if you said that teaspoon had, it's all going together. I'm dumping it. So I'm going to take my little rag, wipe my teaspoon off. I'm not walking all the way across the room. I know I love y'all too. And the next thing is, all you're going to need is a big bowl. But you will need a whisk. So what I'm finna do now, I'm finna add to this milk 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Y'all with me? Nobody is writing this recipe down. I told y'all to command y'all day. Oh my God. Y'all knew we were going to do this. What are you guys doing? I think I caught y'all at the wrong time. Y'all think I need to come back? I think I caught y'all at the wrong time. Who gonna write the ingredients down for me? Y'all know somebody gonna come on later and say, Mama, what you making? Yeah. Well, y'all ready for me to move on? Say move on, and I'll move on. Linda, you writing it? Linda Griffin. Do I need to repeat again? Say yes. Come on. If I need to repeat again, we got time. All right. Y'all tell me, have you missed anything? Do I need to say something else? I hate when people call me. I'm just going to let it keep ringing. I have 1 cup of milk. I have 1 cup of milk. Let me get me a stool and sit down. Is that all right? And then we'll go through the ingredients one more time before I put it together. My stool is just right here. Remember, you got to have a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar to go in that milk, okay? So it's 1 cup of milk. Okay, let me go through the ingredients one more time, Dorothy Oliver. One more time for those. Dry ingredients, okay? 2 cups of flour. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Y'all with me? 1 teaspoon of salt. So yes, you do use baking soda and baking powder. Somebody said repeat one more time. Above it say dry ingredients. In your dry ingredients, there is 2 cups of cake flour. Cake flour. If you want to sift and go through all that, you can use all purpose. Somebody is doing the work for me, and I appreciate them. So, in case you don't know what cake flour looks like, this is cake flour. Somebody already sifted it for me, okay? So, I've got 2, again, in my dry ingredients. 2 cups of cake flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Over here, in this bowl, in this pot, part of my pot belly pots, it's going to be runny. I have 1 stick, I call it stick, but I show it to you. You don't have to buy this brand, but 1 stick of unsweetened chocolate. Then I have 1 stick of Land O'Lakes butter, 2 cups of sugar, and 1 cup of water. You have to cook this on the stove, sit it to the side, and let it cool. Let's move on to the next step. Let me get a seat because I've been up all day. Hold on. So I don't want y'all to fuss at me and say, Mama, you overdoing it. So let me sit down. Okay? Make this for your honey. Let this be your dessert. Okay, now we're ready to move on. Okay. So to my 1 cup of milk, I'm going to add a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Am I hollering? I'm trying to talk loud. Okay. 1 teaspoon. I put it in the milk. Stir it. And it's going to make the milk taste like it's no good anymore. Are we good? Okay. 2 eggs. The 2 eggs is going over here. You got it? Okay. Okay, I'm getting ready to put the 2 eggs. Remember, when you make this, you got to wait till it gets really warm. See how it's not affecting me? Because you put the eggs in like this, then you're going to have an egg. They're going to be scrambled. That's all I can tell you. Okay? Trying to decide where to put my spoon because I'm going to use my whisk. Y'all ready? So I'm getting ready. Thank you for saying I got it. Thank you. So here we go. 2 eggs that I checked. Check your eggs. So I made sure that they were good. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my chocolate. That's my wet ingredient. Okay? All right. So now we're going to whisk that together a little bit. Yeah. Y'all with me? Hey, hey Tracy, hey. I know a Tracy when I see it. Okay, Miss Betty Williams, you told me to keep going. Yeah, baby.
When I was in the assignment, my stomach started hurting.
Okay, well go use the bathroom and take a nap. I'll be with you. Let me finish this cake.
Daddy said don't eat anything else.
Okay, that's right. Do what Daddy say.
Okay.
Love you. Y'all ready? Yeah, I added the 2 eggs already. I don't know what 18 means. Okay, if y'all ready, I'm getting ready to add the milk. And then the last thing I add is my dry ingredients. Okay? I'm waiting for y'all to tell me got it or move on. I love y'all. This is for my bakers. I'm sweet on you. And this is for somebody that don't bake a lot. Hey, hey girl, hey. It's hard to read. Y'all ain't telling me to go on, so I'll keep going. Come on. Got it? Somebody said got it. Sherry said she got it. Sherry Davis. Okay, here we go. You ready? So I'm going to put the milk in here. And I'm going to stir it. And it's going to make it kind of look cluttery and stuff. It's going to make your chocolate look a little light for a minute. Okay? Now I'm going to do the dry ingredients. But I got a secret. What's your secret, Mama? Just give me a second and let me go get it. Okay, I'm back. What's my secret? About 2 tablespoons of coffee. You know it enhances the chocolate, right? Yeah. I just thought I'd tell you that. But you don't have to add it. It just makes the chocolate enhance itself. What's my secret? It was coffee. Just 2 tablespoons. Okay, move on. Did y'all say move on? Somebody say got it or move on. Linda Griffin said yes. I'm assuming that what that means do it. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Y'all ready? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump all this chocolate in here. I need more space. And I'm going to start whisking in my dry ingredients. And y'all please be nice and help somebody out that's just coming in. You don't need a mixer, but you got to mix. No, I'm not going to stir yours up for you. I'm not going to stir it up now. You can stir it up a while. I get tired too. Oh. Oh, there it went. You're going to need a bundt pan. Yeah, you are. Give me a minute. I gotta go back stirring, but give me a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my bundt pan. Put the oven on 375. Miss Betty Williams, I got tired. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, girl. Hey. 375. This is a chocolate dump cake. 30 minutes is what we're going to set your timer on. Whew. I always like to taste my stuff. Honey, that tastes good. You hear me? Yes, 375, Michelle Turner. Yes, ma'am. We about to dump this cake. Just let me get a few more stirs. Come on, I'm going to count it with y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to 25. We was at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It says unsweetened, not semi. See, the semi-sweet is what I'm going to make the chocolate with. What I put in the cake was unsweetened. Because remember, I added that sugar. Yes, it's dark chocolate. It can be dark chocolate if you want it really dark. Or it can be kind of light. Mine is not too dark. Y'all ready? So we're going to just dump it. Okay, we're going to dump it. And I'm gonna, for all y'all that tell me I don't scrape my bowl out good, I'm scraping it. Getting every bit of it. I got it. So here it is. It's going to be liquidy, okay? Because it's going to be a ooey gooey cake with chocolate. So I'm going to go ahead now, since it's going to take 30 minutes. And I'm going to put it in the oven. And look, if you can't have this and you're diabetic, don't eat it. Just watch us eat it and just ask God that bless it. But I still love you and I wish I could give you some. What you say? Okay, I got it all out. I got all of it out. Y'all know I like to clean my mess up in my station before I start the next. So I'm going to put this in the oven. Yes, 375 for 30 minutes. Let me set my timer and everything. So that's going to take 30 minutes. Let me get rid of this so I can start my next set. Whew. Okay. So now we're about ready to make the chocolate. I'm going to use, instead of these, I'm going to use my semi-chocolate, chips, my chocolate chips. And I'm about to start it off for 30 minutes in the microwave. Then I'll take it out. And then I look at it again, and I kind of am going to let it melt itself, okay? I'm going to use 1.5 cups of sour cream to about 2 cups of my chocolate chips. So, right here. Hold on. So, it depends on how much icing. That'll be enough to cover that. Yes. Yes, Sherry. Yes, Sherry Payne. I think that's what it say. I am going to put it in a bowl. I'm going to put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and wait. Then I'll go back and do another 15 seconds if it's not melted enough. I kind of want it to melt itself naturally because I'm going to only make it with sour cream. The icing is supposed to be fluffy. Now when it's done and it's cooled a little bit, I'm going to sprinkle some milk chocolate little chips, little kisses on top. Yeah, 30 seconds. 30 seconds in the microwave. Not the cake now. I'm talking about the icing. The cake is in the oven for 30 minutes. Are y'all getting confused? Yes, my cash app is $ Mama's Comfort Cooking. No, Margaret. No, Margaret Walker. No, ma'am. The 30 seconds is for the icing. 30 minutes for the cake. Yes, ma'am. 30 minutes. Y'all, somebody write it out for them. They getting confused. The cake is in the oven. It's in the oven for 30 minutes on 375. We done with the cake. I'm trying to explain the icing. Oh, Lord. Yes, Sherry, 30 seconds for the icing. Oh, yeah. Some of y'all gonna take my Zoom class. Oh, yeah, you are. I might not even need to do the icing till the cake come out. The cake is in the oven on 375 for 30 minutes. I tell you what, Cameron Camp, they just not going to let me move ahead. The cake is in the oven for 30 minutes on 375. Have mercy, Jesus. Now, y'all don't like to hear me sing. But y'all about to make me birth one. Y'all wait. We can't move on yet. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be that faded rose from days gone by? Well, did I hear you say you were meeting me here today to take me to the mansion in the sky? I was 41 and my mama still called me baby. I said the sour cream is not going in until I melt the chocolate. Why would I put that sour cream in that microwave? But y'all killing time because it could already be melted and cool for me to put the sour cream in. Okay, Polly Jane, y'all handle that. Oh, dear. I'm going to put this in the microwave. What's that? Oh, I better measure it out because y'all will be mad at me. You can use as much as you want. You can double your measurements. If you wanted to take this pound cake and cut it in half, you could do so. Your business. But most of all, get them in the thing. Don't be like me. They all on it. That's 1 cup. Hold on. I still got to do half a cup. I just dropped a few. 1 cup. Man, it's a tiny one. 1.5 cups. Y'all know the icing is going to be like almost like a Cool Whip pudding like icing. Real smooth. Now you can put 2 you can put 2 cups or however much you want. I see Delta Dawn's up here right now. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be the faded rose from days gone by? Well, did I hear you say you were meeting me here today to take me to the mansion in the sky? I was 41 and my mama still called me baby. She didn't know. All right, the first 30 seconds is almost up. Okay, let me show you this. This is the first 30 seconds. It got them sweating. It made them sticky, but it's not ready. So you have a choice. You can put it in for another 30 seconds or 15 seconds at a time. I'm going to go another 30 seconds. So that's 1 minute. That don't mean you got to do it all in 1 minute. But I'm just trying to tell you, you don't want it to be... You kind of want it to melt itself, and all we got to do is stir the lumps out. Kind of like when a candy bar is getting hot in the car. Yeah. So I'm going back over here again. Be back over there in just a second. Ooh, I'm ready to eat dinner. Lord have mercy. I fix my plate when I get through with this. I can starve. I ain't ate all day. I certainly ain't. Could it be that faded rose? I'll be back over there in just a second. I'm taking my time so I don't have to walk all the way back over here with the same thing. So bear with me. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Give it another one. I need my onions and my hot sauce. And with some tomatoes. Yes, I do. Oh, Lord. A few onions on my... Cake is almost done. Cake is almost done. It's almost done, son. That looks good to me. Let me rinse my whisk off. So I say it took me about 2 minutes to get it like that. Y'all see it? And it's just melting itself. Yeah, see? It's just good. It's melted itself. So about 2 minutes. Do I need to get 2 minutes? You see? It just melted. So that it'll be like that. Okay? Are y'all okay? Because we got just 3 minutes left on the cake. Because y'all took so long. Don't worry. Don't y'all worry about those scammers. I'm going to block them. Just don't pay them no attention. I can't control it. Facebook won't do nothing about it. But they won't let me play no music. Isn't that something? People can come on here and do everything to you. But you can't play music or you can't do this. So really, it's about done took this little 16-ounce thing because this is 1 cup. Okay? So I'm going to start off. I've already melted that. So I'm going to add 1 cup of sour cream. But it's 1.5 cups. 1.5 cups, okay? It's 1.5 cups of sour cream. Here's the other part. I'm still using the 1 cup measure, but in it, it tells me when I'm at half. So really, it took this whole 16-ounce container. And I hate a mess. Whew. Okay? That's why I keep this little board right here. Now you gotta whisk it. I'm not gonna do it for you. I done told you twice. No, I'm not gonna hold your hand. You're gonna keep going. You ain't supposed to see no sour cream. It's gonna look like Jell-O pudding. Yes, it is. How you know? Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, I had to take a break. But I'm going to start back up. I'd say just 1/2 cup of sour cream. I said 1.5 cups of sour cream. 1.5. It's going to look like pudding. Let me show you the consistency. And I'm not through working it. But it's going to look like Jell-O brand pudding. See? But it's icing. And it's good. And it's going to have a rich flavor to it. Now, if you want to make your regular icing with your Hershey's, you can, and powdered sugar and all that. If you want to make 2 icings, that's up to you. This is just what I made. And these are the semi-chocolates. The cookbook is not out yet. They'll be taking orders soon. The shirts will start to get shipped at the end of this month. Y'all know the shirts are gone as of 3 o'clock today. Yes, 1.5 cups of chocolate morsels and 1.5 cups of sour cream. Did I just do that? Did I just do that? Okay. Okay. Calm down, mama. Now, y'all know that y'all got to give me a second because my cake cannot come out the oven. And I put that icing on it. It can't. Call whoever it is back. Because it would just melt because it's made with Cool Whip. I mean, it's made with Cool Whip. It's made with sour cream. Huh? Are y'all with me? Thank you, Maria. I love you too, girl. I don't know if you can substitute Cool Whip. You might can, but you know how that goes. You just put it in the refrigerator and serve it and everything. But the sour cream gave it a good rich flavor. But if you don't want it too sweet, well, I guess you could. And I guess you could add a little, you could probably add a little Cool Whip in here if you wanted to. It's too late to buy shirts, Dion. They were up and we sold out. They gave me another day up until 3 o'clock and they're gone. I'm waiting for the cake. I'm waiting for it to beep in just a second so you can see it. Let me go check it. Hold it down, Janie Richards, for me. Hold it down for me. That way I can clean up some of my mess. Hold on. Y'all all right over there? Just hold tight. Please hold tight. Is anybody confused with what I'm doing? Is everybody, because it's about to come out. It's got 4 minutes left. Huh? This is the icing. And whoever said, could they use Cool Whip? Try it out and let me know how it goes. Okay? Because I don't know. Baby girl, go put it in the trash can for mommy. I'm going to get off and take care of that tummy in just a minute. You can't eat nothing else. You like too much junk, huh? Go put that. Turn cold water on for me too. I always turn the hot on.
This one?
Yeah. Turn that on too. Yeah. Just a little bit. Don't turn it all the way. Turn some more cold water on so you know. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Now rinse my rag off for me.
What's your rag?
Hey, Virginia. Hey, Gwen. It's hard to read the last names. I can see Nancy Johnson. Y'all got it? This is sweet weed. I'm trying to be sweet and love on y'all. Keep it simple. Keep it easy. And keep it moving. No, I didn't use Cool Whip. I didn't use Cool Whip, but I'm not telling you not to. I use sour cream. The pre-orders for the cookbook, I think, is going to start. Willa Dean, I'm going to make your cake tomorrow. Since I'm doing the Heavenly Pound again, I'm going to make it tomorrow. I've got to keep making this Heavenly Pound. One is because I got to bake enough of it to slice out to send out to you all as a gift. Thank you, Miss Beavers. It went so fast, I didn't get it first now. Huh?
Why are you leaving those out? I just saw them.
No, I was using them. I was cooking with them. Yeah.
Oh,
You're not getting none of these chocolate chips. I know what you want, but your stomach is hurting. You're not getting it, Avery.
Mom, I can't say something. I was. I'm going to tell you. I just peed and more poop came out.
That's fine. But you're not getting no sleep.
Well, Mommy, my stomach's not hurting anymore.
Oh, but you're not getting nothing right now. Okay? Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Mom, okay?
I'm gonna okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what my experiment is. So first you take some of that stuff over there. Look.
Oh, it tastes good. Yeah, absolutely, Tara. I beat it. You can taste it. You got enough. You can just put your little bit right there. So y'all don't say nobody sticking their finger in there. Take your finger. Taste it.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it tastes good.
Oh my gosh. It tastes just like poop.
It actually, the sour cream gives it that good rich Dutch chocolate flavor. So, look, if y'all go, for y'all that like to see me just cook, when we end this live, I want y'all to go and, let me check the cake. I started from the beginning.
Let me put this thing down. Get some water.
Well, where's my tomatoes?
Mom, I think they're right there.
Okay.
Mom, what are we having for lunch today?
For lunch? You meant for dinner?
Yeah, for dinner.
This.
What is that?
Just all kind of stuff. Watch out, please.
Let me cook it. Mom,
Huh?
your stomach hurts. Do you drink Sprite?
You can have some ginger ale Sprite.
Well, that will be much better if I had a tiny bit of Sprite. I'm gonna get whatever one I want.
Coming back. Ava, bring me something to drink.
Okay. Trying to open up my
Yeah. Okay. Y'all, I was wrong. It has a little bit more time. Look what I'm eating. Look at it. Those are my white beans with my pigtail. And my yams. And my neck bone and my cornbread.
I got you drink like that.
Okay, thank you.
It's kind of squished up.
That's all right. Just move out the way. You know. Take yours with you.
Okay, I'll put it in a cup. So
y'all see what I'm eating? Yummy, honey. And somebody had the nerve to say, and I'm using some of Jimette's hot sauce. Some of them had the nerve to say, this was a poor man's meal, honey. Leave me where I am then. It's so good to be poor and not know it. Because when I grew up, they said, this is stick to the bone. Y'all need to get into it. Let me.
Can I talk to you while you get stuff?
That's enough. You ain't gonna drink all that.
Yeah, I'll save it.
Go sip on that.
Yeah, I'll sip on it.
Oh, honey, I got a video, Janice Martin. They went in the Instapot. Let me show you how tender. Excuse me, baby girl. Thank you.
I'll go in the den and sit this on the counter.
No, you're not going from the den to the sunroom to this room to that room. No, ma'am.
I never made a mess in there.
Avery, okay.
I've been in there.
Okay. These were Instapot, 45 minutes. See how I just picked it off the bone? Get into it. Let me push this back so y'all can see it.
I'm gonna do something too.
Avery, okay, Avery.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I ain't ate all day. Father God, I thank you for this food. I thank you for giving me the strength to prepare it. God, I ask that you bless it and sanctify it to the nourishment of my body in Jesus' name. Amen. Yeah, and these are the candied yams on the stove. And I cooked my pigtail at the same time I was cooking my white beans. Y'all know I always give y'all a bite. 45 minutes. I'm going to upload the video to the neck bones. I got a video for all this. We cooked the cornbread on live. Y'all remember?
There you go.
Y'all remember we cooked this cornbread?
Yep.
Shut that door, Avery. Which one of y'all stabbed this tomato out my hand? Honey. I'm about to whoop Avery. Yeah. You just have to threaten her. Honey. Somebody said, bite this. That man said this was a poor man's meal. Honey, I'm waiting on that cake. And it is. No. Sometimes she'll eat a pigtail, but I have to do it or work it up in the collard greens. You know how it was when I was little. I didn't appreciate it either. Until I got older. My onion is already cut up. And this yam, I did it in a skillet. I only used a 1/4 cup of water. I'm telling you, Janice, I go all day without eating if I know I have a craving for something. And I ain't gonna beat no white beans. All right then, come get a plate, Wonder Hurt. Y'all, I'm gonna turn this back around so I can sit down and eat because the cake is not yet ready yet. I'm keeping an eye on it. Hold on. Go back over here and check it. That is good. Good. It's about ready. Give me 2 more minutes. You want a whipping? Okay, chill out. You hear me? You hear me? And move that speaker and turn it off. Okay. We're on the countdown. 2 more minutes. Honey. I'm multitasking. Because I hadn't ate all day. But I like my food to sit for a minute before I eat it. And then I can enjoy it. Go back and watch the cornbread. It's going in dirt clothes. Yep. I know this is not a mukbang, so I'm about to take the cake out and show it to you. Hold on. Let me get it. Oh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Get into it. What? Get into it. Honey, come through. Get into it. Did y'all see? Let me get y'all unscrewed on that thing. Yeah. I'm not talking to you, Avery. Yes, Avery. Hold on. Let me get it on here. Move over. I'm going to call your daddy. You just in the way today. I don't know why. Room to room to room. Do y'all see it? Look at it now. Pay attention to the consistency. You're going to have a little spring back. But you don't want to dry it out. Do y'all see it? Now it's got to cool. If you can't wait for it to cool, I'll snap a picture and let you see it, because I cannot control that. If I put that icing on there, it's just gonna melt. It might be a ooey gooey cake, but it won't be a pretty cake. So I'm gonna have to give it a little bit to cool. That's all I can tell you. Thank you. You could watch me cook all day. Mickey, I don't think it matters what size bundt pan, and to be honest, I don't even know what it is. But it's liquidy like a layer cake. But what it does is, because you put the apple cider vinegar into the milk, it made it become clutter, so it drew itself in. And you just whisk it and you dump everything together. Do y'all have any more questions? Avery tummy hurts because Avery done ate something she wasn't supposed to eat. And sometimes she comes home and they give her candy at school. I don't know what cranberry beans is. These are white beans, Great Northern. That's a long toast. I can't read. I don't know why that man said that this was he said, get back to cooking the good stuff. How could you post a video and a picture up? He said this picture, because he ain't watched the video. He said this picture of this poor man's meal. And it really hurt my feelings, because he don't know my story and he don't know where I come from. and to look down on me, because if that's all I had to eat, how you gonna judge me? And I don't think that has nothing to do with social media. I think that's just how people think that they're better than other people. They're privileged. I guess they are. But you might have it here. That don't mean you're going to get to heaven. He said, take that poor man's meal down. No, we didn't have like everybody else growing up, but we were clean. The house was clean. And my mama taught us. And the thing about it, you call it a poor man's meal. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful on here, but this is Black History Month. And a lot of the meals that was prepared, black people were cooking them anyway. They were. And of course, you ended up getting some good Southern mamas that could just cook. And I'm not saying people from New York or California can't cook. I can't relate because I didn't grow up in that region of the world. But I do know that there was a lot of dishes that white people wouldn't have never tried if black people didn't start cooking it. Oh no, I'm telling the truth. Because the hog was killed and the black people got the worst part. White people didn't know nothing about chitlins. No, they didn't. They gave that to the black people, the slaves. They wanted the ham. They didn't know about a lot of stuff. They didn't know about strickling. Some people to this day don't know what fatback is. So we ate according to what we was given, and it become a part of our culture in our family. So you call it poor, but honey, give me some stars if I tell y'all we were blessed. You can call it what you want, but I'd rather call it a poor man's meal and had a meal in my mouth than to have went hungry. Yeah? You know, it may not be a staple in your house, but it was in ours. We ate everything that they didn't want. And I'm just being honest. It's Black History Month. Just like you got a lot of white people that were poor. And they lived amongst the black people that were slaves and poor. And they learned how to cook. You better go on somewhere. You can sit around here all day and think some white people can't throw down if you want to. They can. They can burn. So it's not good to judge a dish and base it on somebody's financial status. Because I tell you, if I become rich through this platform one day, if I get all the contracts that Tabitha Brown has been blessed with, I'm still going to eat this food. And if I get a cook, she going to have to learn how to cook. You ain't at home with them actors and actresses. I guarantee you when they go to their mama house, let their mama put some pig feet. Okay. I bet you right now. Call Denzel Washington. Somebody call him. Ask him. He know what chitlins smell like. He know. Pick up the phone and call him. Call some of them country singers. Call some of the country singers. Some of the people up in Nashville and stuff. I bet you they know what butter beans is and white beans. Go up to Gatlinburg. Yeah. Go up to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. There's some cooks up there. Go to Uncle Bob's. When you go to Uncle Bob's restaurant, first of all, guess what they serve you when you come through the door? They serve you white beans, sliced tomatoes, cornbread, and onions. That's before you order your meal. That's complimentary. Time you sit at your table, you know how some people bring you hush puppies or dinner rolls? They come out with a big bowl of white Great Northern beans, sliced tomatoes, onions, and cornbread rolls. Y'all need to go to the mountains. Y'all, that's good living. If I had it my way, I'd live on a farm. It's good living. Country living is good living. Everything is at its own pace. I can't live in the city. It's too fast for me. I can't. I get nervous driving through Atlanta. I couldn't live there. My sister lives there, and she know I get nervous. We all got to live somewhere, but I can't live in no city. It's too fast paced. Sometimes it's too many people from other places. They're not as friendly. The cornbread video Angela Wilburn is already up. We fixed it this morning. I cooked it live for them. Yeah, you're right, Sunday Joy. Go to Helen, Georgia. It's the prettiest thing. They even have it fixed up for Christmas. Now, y'all can talk about me, but I got to suck my bone. Okay? There's a lot of meat still on here. So, you don't talk about me anyway. But I love what the people said. They told that guy, look, this is Southern food. This is comfort food. This is the way grandmama did it and granddaddy did it. You know, pinto beans was your filler. Pinto beans, white beans, butter beans. And if you ever eat Jamaican food, if you ever eat oxtails, if you notice in the gravy, they have butter beans in there because the butter beans thicken the juice. Island food is stewed and slow cooked. So by the time those beans cook, it thickens their juice. I don't know. I can't control who's on the live. I mean, I get asked to cook all kind of stuff. Stuff that, first of all, I'll go to a restaurant if I'm going to pay that much to cook it. I did not go to culinary school. I work in my kitchen at home, and I work in the church. I serve. If you give a servant of God a drink of water, the Bible says you're blessed. And I have served many men and women of God. Poke salad. Yeah, I know all about poke salad. Now, the one thing about poke salad, you have to remember. Oh, yeah, I got some chow chow. Jim Alexander, she made my chow chow. But poke salad, you got to be careful with it if you don't know. You got to wash it good. Kim Bynum, you in Jamaica. Come climb a cool mountain. What's old is what's new. Yeah? Yeah. Come back to Jamaica. But the reason why I like to get involved with island food, it's similar to our food, but they slow cook it. And you can see some of their cookware. I got Jamaican friends. The older the cookware is, the better. Some of y'all threw away cast irons, good caster irons that grandmama had. All you do is cure them again, wash them, rub it real good, spray it down, rub it in oil, put it in the oven, blast the oven, to 500. Let it stand there for over 30-some minutes. Take it out, rub it down, and do it again. But instead, we want to go, if all you had was cast iron, you would be fine for the rest of your life because it ain't burning out. Instead, we want to go pay $1,200 and $1,300. I'm letting my cake cool. $1,200 and $1,300 for cookware. I've got to upload the candy yams. I've got to upload the neck bones. Now that neck bone juice, I need to show y'all what I'm talking about. Those are going to be my dumplings. Let me get up and show you this neck bone juice. That's what I'm saying. Those, you're right, Sandra Patterson. Those are the best. So, you know, the guy what's in you gonna come out. So if he was blessed to have a privileged childhood, I can't do nothing about it. And let me tell you about seasoning your meat. Whether you put smoked turkey wings in it, just like your collards, you can use fatback. You can use smoked turkey wings, smoked pigtails, hog jaws. You can use all that. But if somebody else doesn't use it in theirs, let me explain something. They're cooking collards like you're cooking them. Everybody cook, but everybody don't season the same way. You don't like any salt, don't put it in yours. You don't like any sugar, don't put it in yours. But sometimes you got to learn the basics. I got rid. Oh, you washed your collard greens with a little dishwashing liquid. Now, where you live, you probably can go to the grocery store and get them all day long. But we live around all these fields. And if you ever go to the field, we call them field greens. They dirt. They full of sand. They're full of mud. They're in the earth. Nobody is pressure washing them. Nobody is cleaning them. And even those at the grocery store, they can be gritty. Now you're gonna pie boil them. You're gonna cook them greens. You can pull the first boil out. You're not gonna take them out that sink until everything is gone. I don't know how you're gonna get all that grit off them greens. We call them field greens. I know about field peas, but when they come straight out the field, yeah, not the farmer's market, not nobody washing them and chopping them up for you. So, I might be just a little too southern, or I'm not for sure. You wash your dishes in it. Somebody said, but that's different. You rinse it. Are you gonna leave soap in them? How much are you gonna use? How you gonna get the grit out? Then one woman said, why are you cutting those collard greens off with a knife? If you was a true southerner, you would just pull it down and pull it. It's a tutorial for somebody that don't know how to cut collard greens. And maybe it's because your knife is not sharp and you pull it off. But I don't, because I know sometimes when you pull it off, some of the little strings that's running through the collard or the turnips, they'll snag. But, you know. Child, don't you have bugs on your greens? When you go in the field, when you shook corn, don't you see worms? Do you think we threw the whole ear of corn away because a worm came out? We just didn't use the side that the worm ate down on. I don't know. It's just the way I grew up. Well, you can use vinegar long as they're not gritty. And long as you didn't get them out the field. But if you're going to talk to me about just using vinegar with field greens, I don't want none of them. Yeah. You're right, Polly Jane. Each his own. Like that was a good meal to me. Okay, you had collard choppers. Wow. They have everything, Miss Glenda James. You are absolutely right. I know, Jimette. Some people think the vinegar cannot. See, that's when I know you ain't really getting them out the field. You're getting them just out the grocery store. That's the difference. And I think y'all don't understand because you've never went to a field and picked any. You just haven't. And you have to be careful at the grocery store. If they gritty, you can feel the grit on them. And then not only that, you got to wash them and rinse them a couple of times, getting them out the sink. And sometimes I take my first complete boil and pour everything off. But I guarantee you at the bottom base of your greens, when you get through dipping them out, that ain't salt. That's that's grit. What we did when some of the worm ate the corn, sometimes it only ate it on one side. So we would shook it, cut that side, wash it, scrape it, cut the other side. Because we were making fried corn anyway. Let me tell y'all something about my life. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon. I grew up with a mama that knew how to make ends meet. There was a lot of us in the family. And I wore hand-me-downs. I'm proud of it. Sometimes my shoes would get a little too little. And my mama look at my feet and say, it's time to get some more shoes. You got that little white stuff on your knuckle. Y'all may not know that. So I'm not going to lose my heritage. Shirley Chisholm said, it's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to face the world and say, this I have done, and be proud of it. So you clean your greens the way you want to, the way your mom and your grandmama taught you. But if you go to the field and they gritty, I'm not eating them. Was that Boston butt good, baby? It went so fast. Y'all, I had to let the cake cool off. We're about to start icing it. My Cash App is $sign Mama's Comfort Cooking. $sign MAMASCOMFORT Cooking. COOKING. You can clean your greens however you want, but what you cannot do is tell somebody they're wrong for cleaning them their way. That's the type of comments I get. That's why it's hard for me to show you how to wash stuff. Yes, I did not take those pig feet just out the pack. I rinsed them. I did not take these beans and just pour them out the pack. I was taught to take my beans, pour them in a bowl, run water, pick the bad ones, soak them. So, due to people being so critical, I'm not going to tell you how to clean your meat. But I will tell you that those pig feet got hair on them like your toes got hair. Woo! And if you don't get you that little tiny brush and go to work, you'll be eating some hairy pig feet. I'm just saying. Yeah, you soak beans and the bad ones will rise to the top. But you go ahead, you cook your meat straight out the pack. But if you ever talk to somebody that worked at a chicken plant, they'll tell you, you better wash your chicken. But I'm not going to try to teach because when I cleaned the chicken, somebody had something to say. So I want y'all to get ready to ice in this cake. I'm trying to hold off for y'all. Sometimes if you do send me something in my Cash App, it'll tell me I have to accept it. And I don't hear the Cash App going off. But when I do hear it, I have to go in and accept it if you've never sent me anything before. Let me tell you something. All these pinto beans and white beans and collard greens have kept me. I could preach a sermon off of that. Let me tell y'all a little story. Do y'all have a little time? I need a good 5 more minutes for this cake. Do y'all have time? The title of my sermon is, I want to tell you a story. I hope some young people are on here, because I need to go take my knife around my cake and flip it. The title of this story is, Don't Lose Your Taste Buds for Jesus. Just like so many of us that now have money, and we can eat anywhere we want. We can pay for king crabs and shrimp, and we can pay for lobster. There was a time when I ate this way because I had to. I wanted McDonald's. Now, remember the sermon. Somebody write the sermon down. Don't lose your taste buds for Jesus. I'm not going to go any further till somebody write it down. Connie Simmons, I need you to grasp what I'm saying. So, when I was young, I had to eat this. I learned to like it. But when I was young, I was favorable to McDonald's, Burger King, White Castles, Crystals. Ours is Crystals, up north is White Castles. Anything but stick to the bone food. I'd even say, can I fry a bologna sandwich? Don't lose your taste buds for Jesus. So there was a man that worked. We're going to say Coca-Cola since we're in the South. He worked at the Coca-Cola plant. He came home every day and he sat down. This particular day when he sat down, his wife had cooked him a steak and a baked potato and a salad. She put the A1 sauce down and everything. And he was at the table like me, and he was ready to eat. And he said, baby, give me something to drink. Listen to me, Sunday Joy. He said, baby, give me something to drink. She gave him some water because they was out of Coca-Cola. So he sipped the water and he said, that's all you got is water? She said, yeah. See, because when he worked at the Coca-Cola place, he could just pull drinks out the line all day long and drink them. So he left his hot plate with his T-bone steak, his baked potato, and his salad. He got his keys and drove to the store to get him a Coca-Cola. On his way back, God spoke to him. And he said, you see how you have lost your natural taste for water? So have my people lost their taste buds for me. He couldn't stand the taste of the water, but the water was going to do so much more better for him. Come on, Holy Ghost. Come on. Then the Coke. The Coke was dark. It could mess up his kidneys. Oh, but the enemy wants us to love something that would work against us. So the Lord told him, you've lost your natural affection and your taste buds for water. Water that I left. Water that nourishes your body. Water that cleans. There's living water I put in you springing up. Just to go to the store to get a Coke. And so have my people. Just to look good. Just to go to the biggest church. Just to dress sharp. But they've lost their taste buds for me. As soon as somebody started talking about me, they ready to get off this line. They've lost their taste buds for Jesus. This is for somebody. This I know is for somebody. Because I feel it in my spirit. This is for somebody. You've lost your taste buds. But Sister Tracy, I don't even get that. How is that a taste bud? It's just symbolic. Some people, the church can open up. We don't know if they're going to go back. They've lost their taste buds. They like staying at home. And as a matter of fact, they can't even watch the sermon online on Facebook long. They'll get that preacher a good 10, 15 minutes. Or when the choir get through singing or the praise team, they done went to somebody else's video. So, just like the man called this a poor meal because he's lost his taste buds. Maybe he didn't have it. But honey, when I tell you, honey, there are some things you got to go back and get. You got to go back and get it because that's where you had your strength. That's why so many kids are overweight today, because all they do is eat. They got so much stuff to go to. They got gymnastics. They got basketball practice. They got softball practice. They got baseball practice. They got football practice. They got track practice. But guess what they don't have? They don't have Easter practice because you won't bring them to church. They don't do piano lessons no more. Oh, it got quiet. Where your Easter speech? Honey, we used to run to the church to get the Easter speech before the good ones got away. Couldn't May say this the day I'm giving Easter speeches out. They called all the parents. We walked up the street. The church was just in the neighborhood. We go get our speeches. And if you thought that one was too hard, Cousin May, that's too hard. She say, well, it is. Yeah. What you reading on? What level you reading on? That's what they used to say back then. And then we start getting big. We start reciting stuff. We start reading a paragraph. And when we grew up, you had to learn the scripture. You had to learn Psalms 23 because the Lord is my shepherd. And Psalms 27. That was just some things you had to learn. Get up there acting a fool if you want to. Your mama didn't even have to stand up. She'd do this. Honey, you knew you was in trouble. Let her. She didn't have to get out of character in no church. Jacqueline Brewer, it's your Easter speech. Your mom do this. You knew what that meant. Straighten up. You done got hit in your back and can't breathe. And I'm going to post this cake for my cake cookers on here that don't want to hear this. Because they go away quick. But they got a recipe. And I did show them some love today. That look, Sunday Joy, I mean, my mama do this. And then these go up like this. Whew, I be so scared. And then they pinch you in church. The old people pinch you. Get you right good up under your skin. And twist it. Then they want to know, is the spirit falling on them? I be sitting in church thinking, nah. Then give you a piece of peppermint. Sit down. And don't turn around. Oh, not in the Baptist church. You do this too. Turn around. That's what them ushers tell you. Turn around. Oh, them ushers. Oh, I used to be like that. Like that. Get your pocketbook and put it in your lap. Scoot on down. You tell somebody now they got to put their pocketbook on the floor. And you know back then that was bad luck anyway. They said don't put it on the floor, you be broke. You know. I know it was superstitious. I'm aware. I'm telling you how I grew up. I'm telling you about Black history. Honey, I'm telling you about what I know. And that peppermint, it be done got old. It took you 5 minutes to open it. And you bet not. And then you was sitting in church and all you heard was this from the high heels on the hard wooden floor. And don't talk about the cough drop, Francis. Honey. They couldn't tell you what brand it was. It was so old. It be done melted in the pocketbook 4 times. I know I'm telling the truth. And it tastes like perfume. And it tastes like perfume. Can I get an amen? Well, then you know it did. And you sucked right through the perfume and the bill money. And then they had the hanky right here, and they tied to their bra. Then they stuffed their money down there. And then when I grew up, they used to call them your dues. They didn't call them tithes. They say your dues. And if you missed church, the deacons came around and collected your dues. Who all remember that? Back down memory lane. Y'all thought I was going to forget about Black History Month? I'm proud to be black, and if you try to take what's mine, I'll take it back. I love every race. I love every color. I'm colorblind. But it's something in my spirit when we get to church before the pandemic and we say, lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening sky. Let it, what is that part? Let it move on till victory is won. Y'all don't, we have come. Let me tell y'all something. You know, I didn't never get all the song because it was in the hymn book. So I'll be like, we have come, brother. And, you know, I couldn't get it out. But I had that part, facing the rising sun. To a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Ooh, honey, that still get me. I used to cry. We had a taste of Black history the last month, but every month we got up. So today, I talked about Shirley Chisholm. My daughter is a Delta Sigma Theta. Mother Shirley Chisholm out of Atlanta, one of the first black women in Congress. She said something that was so profound. And one day I was in a pageant and I quoted her. They asked me a question. How did I feel about my career choice and what I was going to be? I became first runner up. My first cousin won. And I said, it is my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to face the world and say, this I have done, and be proud of it. So if all I did was buy me some chillings, I'm proud of it. There's a lot of our parents couldn't read, nor write. But boy, they got some doctors and lawyers, and they got some school teachers. But they wouldn't let us be ignorant. They wouldn't allow us to be foolish. They didn't let us use that as no way of escape. So let me tell you something, Chrissy Williams. The same category as a black person was a poor white person. And I had good neighbors that had to live amongst the black people on the black side of town. Because where I come from, the town was split. And to this day, we still live what they call the West. That's the black side of town. The east side of town was white. Now, I ain't gonna lie. My grandmama some kind of way bought some land, her and my great-grand and my great-granddaddy. Acre Graves in Alberta, Swanson Graves, out of Eufaula, Alabama. I don't know how they got on the white folks' side, but we still got that land. And she had a little convenience, though. But when I tell you, We all had to live together. Poor whites and poor blacks. We had to live together. And it was okay. And so, it took a while sometimes. Sometimes that N word wanted to slip. Couple of butt whoopings, they got it. Bite watermelon, split it down the middle, and eat it together under the shade tree. Child, I've been whooped with water hoses and everything. I learned my lesson. I'm talking about Black history. Honey, I had an aunt could eat snuff and talk all day long up there. I wanted some snuff. She gave me what I wanted, but she didn't tell me not to swallow it. So I did, and I was drunk, and I didn't want no more. That was my lesson. Yeah. That's how I know I am not losing my raising. Child, I got out there, and we would wash clothes and run them through the wringer, the washing machine. But we didn't have no dryer. No. You had to know how to hang your clothes up and put your socks and panties in between them sheets and them big clothes. And that sheet, you better get that line tightened before you go out there. One time for them sheets to drag that ground. Hey, baby. One time. And you's going to get beat because you just dirtied the sheets. And you didn't just take them off the line. You pressed them. And then if it was cold, you put them on top of the gas heater and flip them. But you better not let them starch. You warm them drawers up, them socks and everything. But I'm not supposed to lose my heritage. I'm not supposed to not understand what soul food is. Because it came from the soul. I can't stop singing hymns because they were wrote by slaves from their experience. You better hang them on the line. And you didn't wear name brand, but you was clean. And the people used to come by the house because it was a lot of children and drop bags of clothes. Good white people. Grandmama worked for them. Miss Paris now. Bring us clothes and drop them on the porch. Then Mama go through them and wash what we could use. If not, she passed them on to the next door neighbor down the street. Everybody just circulated clothes in the neighborhood. I ain't better than nobody. Child, we beat snakes with sticks, June bugs. We did it all. So I understand. But you don't have the days where you could sleep on your porch now and don't lock your door. Because it got too hot in the house, you could sleep on your porch. Boy, my mama talked about how they loved when the spring came and when winter came. They loved it. Because they would sit outside and they would sit outside. Y'all ready to get this cake ice? And they would move their beds to the porch. I am very proud. I'm thankful for the skin God put me in because we're all His children. And do you know it don't even take 5 generations to wipe out a color pigmentation? I don't know why people sweat it. It's good and bad in every race. So, a lot of times, we just speak out of what we think we should say. And not about what we don't understand is somebody's heritage. Because let me tell you something. If you black, you can relate whether you lived up north. Half of the people migrated from the south up north for freedom. They was trying to get rid of Jim Crow and get away from all this hate. So your roots are southern. So what you mad for because I fix yams? Or white beans or cornbread? Oh, we don't eat that anymore. I can't believe that black woman on TV eating pig feet and pigtail and picking it up with her hands. Oh, I can't believe she double dipped. I can't believe she didn't use no gloves. Girl, bye. I can't believe your clothes is in your bathtub. I can't believe you ain't mopped your floors. Or the clothes you got out Sunday ain't been hung up or sent to the dry cleaner. I can't believe you ain't made your bed. Yeah, I know. Let me go check the cake. Let's get started. You know, Sunday Joy, that's what killed me, because you can be whatever you want to be. The camera ain't on in your house. But if I say I'm finna put somebody on camera right now, they be like, oh, I ain't ready. You ain't comb your hair all day? I know that's right, Elizabeth. Girl, honey, peace, honey, please, honey. Honey, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get into it. Because I'm cooking and I'm eating Black history. I'm sorry. And I'm not stopping for the month of February. Because the truth got to be taught all year. And some stuff just got to be redone. I don't want to hear nothing about no 1776. You better go on back to 16 something. I ain't got time for that. I respect my country. And this is the country I grew up in. I don't know nothing else. But I do know I am a descendant of a slave. Because I'm pecan brown with a mahogany finish. Don't try to steal it. Don't try to steal that. You might be paper sack brown, but I'm pecan. With a mahogany finish. Okay. Okay, Heather Roberts. Okay, little Monica, you right. Let me go check the cake, guys. Mom being silly, ain't she? Honey, Sonia Joy, I'm just being real. I believe this platform can be amazing and we can learn, but I can't deal with fake. I can't deal you lying. You get home, you done got your food, take your clothes off, and you get comfortable. You ain't trying to eat everything with no fork. I don't know about y'all, but I puts my plate up here. I get my cornbread. I work it like this with my onions and tomato. And I put them in my mouth. Never mind. Y'all know, I guess I'm the cousin that can't come to everything. Now, I understand if Tyler Perry and Oprah and them invited me somewhere and it was a lot of people. But if it was just me and Oprah and she got some greens and stuff and they season right, I'm going to be like, Oprah, can I just get a bowl? It's just me and you. I just got to work my fingers in it and get the juice all in the cornbread. Miss Oprah, I just keep the cameras off. And then the next plate, I eat it like that. I bet you Tyler Perry wants some of this food. Did you say what kind of mama he had? Tyler know about eating good. I bet you Tyler eat some chitlins with some hot sauce. He may not do it now. He might, you know how they go off for all this pork. He ain't crazy. It's in his blood. And look how God blessed him. You don't forget your roots. We don't know what Tyler eating. We don't have no clue. I bet you we'd be surprised what everybody be eating. You right. He discovered Medea, and I guarantee you, he was hitting them grandmamas on point. So he know that experience. Y'all watch this picture, because I got to go get the cake, okay? I'm going to set it up and come back and get my camera and bring y'all back in there so we can icing it. Is that all right? Don't leave. Lillian Etheridge, don't leave. I had to let it cool off. Okay, Deborah Newberry Earls, y'all stay right there. Child, Ricky Smiley tell you in a minute. His grandson eat collard greens and everything. I love my raisin. I love my heritage. I love the skin I'm in. I love that God loves me and that he makes a way of escape. And we had blessed hope. My grandma didn't say, Lord, help me. They said, Lord, hope me. Lord, hope me. Because we have a blessed hope, honey. That one day we going where Jesus lived too. So if you caught up on the way I look, I don't know where you going to be. But it ain't going to be no segregation in heaven. The only segregation is we're going to segregate from sin. Those that remain in sin won't see heaven. That's the only segregation. I want to go to Louisiana. I want to go see some of those places, the slave quarters and Cane River. I want to go see an old slave house. I want to go to different places like that. Rice fields, and I see enough cotton fields around here. Child, yeah, buttermilk and cornbread and anything else. Half of the desserts we got. Let me go check this was made because we didn't have everything. I'm gonna go check real quick. Can you open this for me? Ava came out the box. Can you pull this one of these off for me? Here I come, y'all. Yeah, but she kept wanting some junk, and I told her she wasn't going to get it. See the blue spatula over there?
You just take your camera, bring your camera in.
That's what I was going to do. I was just trying to get myself in. Wait, my phone and set it up. Give me my phone. I'll show the other side.
Still on there?
Okay, can you screw it on? Hold on. My hubby get me right.
You gotta be more professional.
I gotta be more professional. Well, I had to let it cool. I had to let it cool. I gotta go to school. So I had to let it cool. Alright, y'all. We finna icing this baby up. Give me one more plate, Daddy. One more plate. One more time. One more time. He allowed us to come together. That's a little smaller. Give me one bigger. One more time. Hold on, y'all. Let me straighten this up. One more time. One more time. He allowed us, that's right, to sing together. One more time. I asked for another plate because I'm going to flip it back over for you to see the top.
Is it straight?
Yep, it's straight. He allowed us to come together one more time. Okay. So this is the ice that I'm going to use. Now, like I said, you can make a whole different icing. If you want your icing darker than this, then you make it that way. If you know you like a certain icing, then you don't use the sour cream icing. Okay? Yeah, you know it's gonna be good, girl. Ah! Whew, y'all need to come on over tonight so we can laugh and chat. Now, one thing y'all have to know about me, I believe that laughter is good for the soul. So, you might not want to sit by me, because I be laughing and having a good time. I be sweetly laughing and having a great time. I got more to put on the top. I'm just working it down. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I got more icing. I got more than enough. What's that? I'll show it to you in a minute. Hold on. You can have the bowl. It's good. I might have to run to the store and get some ice cream. How many people coming for a slice? So I know. I send my husband to the store. Yeah. Y'all coming all the way from Hawaii and everywhere? Bay will go to the store. He's so good to me, but I better quit bragging on him, cause I don't know nobody coming after. Mm. Huh? Okay, I'm getting there. Hold on. I gotta start going live on YouTube sometimes. Yeah, my husband gonna get a piece of this tonight.
I don't want chocolate cake.
I just was letting them see you.
Hey. How's everybody doing?
That's my brown sugar baby. Cause I love you. Husband, I do. I'm almost finished. I'm finna pull it up to you. All right. That's it. And that's that. So y'all like that cake? Y'all like that cake? Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So you know I'm not finished, right? You know I have to put the chocolate all down in there. So I need some little chocolate chips. But I want the real chocolate chips. So, hold on. I'm using milk chocolate. Hold on. Let me get some milk chocolate out. I want a little milk chocolate. I like chocolate. Oh, I got the wrong ones. I'll just put those in a bag. Those were semi. I wanted milk. Let me see if I got any milk chocolates left. I know I got plenty of semi-sweets. Y'all wouldn't believe how much chocolate I got for baking. Yeah, this is milk chocolate. I cut a picture. I want to take a picture first before I cut it. But I can cut it. It don't matter. To me, I can make another one. What's that? All I do is put my little when I open the stuff. You know, I don't know. I just like to get that extra bite. You know what else you could do? You could do you some toffee. Do you some chocolate covered toffee to go with it. That's what you could do. Happy birthday to anybody and everybody. Yeah. So I'm going to cut into it for you. So you can see how it looks. Let me get a knife. And let me get a plate. And let me get a fork. And let me come on over. All right. Here we go. Whew. Now, here we go. I cooked this on live for y'all. And I iced it and everything. So I'm going to taste it. Hey, that's good. Get all into it. Okay, we're going to do the announcements and we're going to do the benediction and get on home. That's what we're going to do. Because I want to enjoy that piece of cake with some ice cream. So, we're going to do the benediction and the announcements. And then we're going to let y'all go on about y'all business. So, go back and watch the video. And after you make it, you can fast forward through. But I had to wait. It took 30 minutes. Here are the announcements. Today, you learned of a chocolate dump cake. It included 2 cups of flour, 1 stick of butter, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, milk, 1 cup, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. It also included 1 unsweetened bar of chocolate. And then you have another bar for the semi-sweet, which will go with the icing. The icing is just sour cream and the semi-sweet milk chocolate bar. You also have a cup of water, 1 cup of water, 2 cups of sugar. And that is your 30-minute on 375 dump cake. The sour cream was used in the icing, not inside the cake. The sour cream and the semi-sweet was the icing. Everything else went in the cake. You start with your wet ingredients, and then the dry ingredients go in at the end. Go back. The next announcement is thank you so much for purchasing a t-shirt. I so appreciate you. I so appreciate you. One more time for the Holy Ghost. I so appreciate you. Thank you for the Cash App gifts that you sent to $ Mama Comfort Cooking. I so appreciate you. Thank you for the words of encouragement that I got in my email. I so appreciate you. I hope I have blessed you all and loved on you today. So I have already put up, we cooked the cornbread live. We cooked the cake live. Don't tell me Mama didn't show out today. I put up the pigtail and white beans. And I don't know why it's stuck on pig feet. I got to go change that because it's pigtails. I think one of my videos say pig feet. I will be uploading the yam video and the neck bone video tomorrow. And the broth that I have from the neck bones. Honey, I'm going to make some dumplings. And it's so good. Hey, Tenia Brown. Hey, girl. Hey. Girl, we done baked the whole cake. And iced it. I cut it. We made cornbread today. Yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did. It doesn't take all day. You don't have to sift your flour. Somebody else sift it for you. It's called cake flour. Yes, you still have to add the baking soda and the baking powder and the salt, but you don't have to sift it. That was the worst part of a cake, having to sift it. and sifted, not just one time. So get in there and demonstrate. Try simple things. This is sweet week. I'm sweet on y'all. Some sweets I'm baking to give away to you all. So I'll bake and I'll freeze. And I'll bake and I'll freeze because when I get ready to send it, I want it frozen. So by the time you get it, it'll just be unthawing. And that's fresh. You can't get fresh. Why do you think you can keep your topping on your wedding cake for a whole year to the next year? You take it out and unthaw it and it tastes just like you bought it. Happy early Valentine's Day, y'all. Andre Walton, did you see any of this? Did Auntie outdo herself? Honey. I love myself first every day. And I love you. Yes, I do. And I know you've been supporting me. And I know I done kept y'all on here a long time. A long time. We done went back down memory lane. Child, I've been Harriet Tubman. Oh, I sure am going to miss Cicely Tyson. I'm going to miss her. I can go watch one of her movies right now. But I tell y'all what, I'm cleaning my kitchen. So when I start fresh tomorrow, I can't fool with no dirty kitchen. And don't come work in the kitchen with me at church if you don't want to help clean up. Because you clean the whole time you cooking and serving. So that when it's cold and your feet start hurting and you start hopping like I do, you ready to go home and get your pocketbook. And I tell them, bring containers. Because you know people work in the kitchen tote food. Yeah, we do. But I don't like all my food to run together. So bring your little container. Set your stuff aside. Don't be trying to fix your plate. We work in the kitchen. Now that's important. Now, when I come back and try to sing Lift Every Voice and sing again, you need to learn the words. Well, I do. But it's some of it that na 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 na. You know, but I get the hymn book out. I got the Yes Lord hymn book. Yes, Lord, keep ringing in my soul. I got the Yes Lord hymn book. Andre, you better come through and try that pig feet and pigtails. And let me tell you something about white beans. They don't take longer to cook than pinto beans. No, they don't. They are thickener. They are thick beans. You cook them too long, you won't have no juice when you get through pouring them out. And the next day, you have to add water to warm them back up. Because you think you eating some pasty, like Mexican beans. And thank you for my spotlight in Black history. Did you know today, in 1986, Oprah Winfrey was the first black woman anchor with her own show? 86. Ha! Joy Bells, you better say it. I got Yes Lord. So, Tania Brown, I love you. Yes, I do. Sunday Joy, I love you. Andre Walton, I love you. And I'm going to let y'all go enjoy the rest of y'all day. Because I don't know what time it is where y'all at. Some of y'all got snow. Some of y'all supposed to be snowing. The difference between up north and here, honey, give us 2 inches, not a foot. We shut down for 3 days and school will not be next week. Child, this is Georgia. We can't drive in no snow. We don't know about no traction. We play in it. 4-wheelers up and down the street. Those big old trucks. Chains all on the tires. But now we'll ask people to run to the store for us. They'll get on their stuff and come over here and you give them a little $1. They go get your light bread. Your light bread and your milk. They go get it. Child, you can sit back and then put you some onions on top of that entree. I done ate mine and sucked mine. It's what did you just say, degrees? What? You got 12 to 14 inches. Girl, we would be shut down for a whole week, all 7. And announcements will be done on the prayer line.
Do you hear me? We buy out. Why do we buy up all the milk and the bread when they say it's going to snow? I understand why they buy the charcoal. I get that because you can grill. But what we going to do if the power go off and we got all the milk, eggs, and bread and cheese? Can y'all up north tell us why we do that? I don't know. But we do. Y'all, I love y'all. So we get ready to watch out. But I want to say a prayer because I won't see you no more tonight. We didn't pray earlier because I was coming back. But I just want to pray a prayer over each and every one of you, and that the blessings of the Lord fall upon each and every one of you. And I love you, and I appreciate you understanding that it's just my heritage and it's Black History Month, but I love everybody. I love everybody. And I don't see no colors. You give me a white baby, child, I'll raise it just like I had it. You give me any baby, she'll have some braids, but she'll be the coolest white little baby you seen. And I'm going to clip or cut his hair because I did hair for 27 years. So she got to wear some cornrows. She might be a little thick, but she going to be loved. And she going to get sugar from me. Child, I don't care. I love me some babies. I love them fat. Ooh, honey, give me a fat baby. Y'all ready? Avery was so fat. Her and Kelby. And when they start walking and the little fat rolls start leaving the leg in that little line, I was mad. Child, I love my fat babies. And they little rompers. Let's go ahead. I'm all off the subject. Y'all remember the story again. Don't lose your taste buds for Jesus. That's all the announcements that I have tonight. Let us govern ourselves accordingly. Please, I will let you know when the cookbooks are going to be launched. Thank you, each and every one of you, for your support for the t-shirts. The t-shirt, you see how I changed my voice back into the announcements? The t-shirts will begin to be mailed out close to the end of this month. So please be patient. Please do not go and think you're not going to get them. You're going to get them. And for those that are blessed with a t-shirt, yours will be in the mail at the same time everybody else's is going. Okay, so drop shipping is going to take care of everybody at one time. But they got to make the t-shirt. Yeah, that's why it was called pre-order. Yeah, they're not just sitting there. I ain't got it like that. That's right. Okay. Did I miss any announcements, Janice Martin? Get the door, please. Polly James, help her. Andre, get the other door. Please don't walk and leave before the benediction is over. Everybody, get your children holy hand. And please tell your child to quit putting his foot on the bench of the church. He think it's your couch at home. You let him walk on your couch? Come on. Oh, Lord, Pastor finna run a member off. That's right, Pastor. Yeah, I love you. That's why I got to tell you the truth. Can we go home, Pastor? And don't y'all rush me to let y'all out because you keep wanting to stay in the parking lot with Mother Tracy. All minds clear. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. In Jesus' name, amen. I love y'all. Yes, I do. Y'all walk on out the church. This is the song that take y'all out. I love you. Good God Almighty, this evening. Thank you for holding the door, Janice Martin. But don't push nobody down. You can scoot back. Y'all get your purses. She mad because she got to lock up this Sunday. Let's go. Tenia Brown, help me down the stairs. Let's go, y'all. Let's go on home. I gotta go. Get out the